Alright, welcome back. Now, it's time to play the naval mode. I was lucky enough to get 3 different premium ships. And, well, I'm very excited to see how they will perform. Now, this is I think the last premium ship that I got. Within the mouse box, I also got this thing, which I would say was kind of lucky because I used 3 keys and I got the main prizes, if you wanna call them like that. So it was pretty good. The event was, I would say, really rewarding. Although I guess it's basically, I guess we all have different results with this current event. So this is a Kronshtadt Battlecruiser or heavy Battlecruiser. And also I have to say, this thing looks awesome. This is with ray tracing enabled, maximum graphics, so the game looks crystal clear, sharp, and beautiful. Now this thing has 305mm main cannons, then 152mm cannons, 100mm anti-aircraft, and 37mm anti-aircraft weapons. Overall, this thing is armed to the teeth. And actually, I first thought that this was a battleship, because when you're playing and the voice does yell battleship when you're aiming at this thing, but it's a battlecruiser, heavy battlecruiser. So it's a very interesting classification, but overall, definitely one of my favorite ships at the moment. And I'm slowly making my way to the Yamato, which is going to be my favorite ship in the game. So, I guess this is going to be now I have everything on default basically. I mean, I already got used to it the way it is, so I haven't really changed anything when it comes to the arsenal here. Although I guess you could change things if you want the ship to perform in a different way. I think I'll just go with the depth chargers. Submarines are definitely a problem, so I'll just equip this, and since this is a premium ship, it is maxed out. Now the ships work in a different way from tanks. You have only one ship that you can choose from when you join the game with one ship. Meanwhile with the tanks you have a whole platoon of vehicles that you can choose from. So this is, I would say, more close and more similar to the PC version's gameplay, but as you will see there are some differences. And I mean, I have to give them a big credit to the sound design, because man, I get goosebumps when I have my headphones and when I'm playing the naval mode. The sounds of the cannons, everything is just amazing. I love the sound design and everything is just really well made, and the game looks beautiful as well. I mean, now this is running on a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 maxed out. All the graphics are basically on the highest possible setting. The only thing that I did, I kind of limited my phone performance, not to go full speed because of throttling, so the frame rate is not going to be as high as it usually is, but I definitely will go all out when I record. I think at one of the next videos, since I've already been recording a lot and I don't want to stress the battery out too much, so I have kind of limited the performance a little bit. But it still delivers smooth gameplay, so that's good, I would say. Now a heavy battlecruiser. You know, I really thought that this was a battleship, and there's a submarine, lovely, that's going to be problematic. But this thing has some very nasty cannons. It does some good damage. The reload is a bit long, which is to be expected. The larger the caliber, the longer the reload, although the greater the damage when it hits. And I'm slowly rolling towards. Now I'm trying not to be exposed too much. I mean, I'm trying to be kind of with my team. Oh, and I got a bomber kill. That's nice. Now when I'm aiming, I'm usually trying to impact the magazines because usually when you hit the magazine of the enemy ship, it just blows up. And in World War I, I believe, the dreadnoughts were infamous for basically just blowing up the second their magazines get set on fire, because they used a lot of charge. Basically, they were overloaded with ammo, with charge, and any shell that just penetrates, it would do a chain reaction, and the whole thing would just crack in half, or in some cases would just obliterate. You can imagine how massive the explosions were. If you saw one of these ships in person, you just imagine that thing just blowing up, the whole thing just gone. Yeah, pretty big explosions, and the ships are just, yeah, they're huge machines. No, I'm floating around. There's smoke screens, which I find really interesting. And there is that Battlecruiser over there behind the island, trying not to be too far but not too close. I have my broadsides on them, so I have all of my weapons operational. Full broadside on the enemy ship. That did some good damage. You can see on the overview what's damaged and what's hit. I like the way that works. It's very detailed as well. Alright, lovely. I have a submarine very close to me. They're launching torpedoes, although I'm trying to be focused on shooting down the ships. Okay, I'm doing some good damage. You can see where my shells are landing. They're impacting the deck, so that thing must be crippled. Oh, I'm also trying to find the ships that are most dangerous. Of course, I know that this Kronshtadt Battlecruiser, heavy Battlecruiser, is dangerous, so I have to make sure that I eliminate the enemy ones. Well, and look, torpedo launchers. I love how the submarine just makes me the primary target. Now, submarines, you can kill them by using the depth charges or the mines, or basically somehow you get lucky and you hit the hull of the submarine when they emerge from the water. But submarines are the most, I mean, they're just nasty to say the least. They spam torpedoes, as you can see, and they are very sneaky. Although if they emerge from the water, they're kind of easy targets, but yeah, they're still nasty things, and evading torpedoes is definitely a challenge. Now, this ship's rotation speed is 24.3 seconds, which is almost half a minute, and if the torpedoes are launched on time, then dodging them is probably going to be kind of a, well, it can be tricky. I also noticed some of the torpedoes track you, which is kind of silly. I don't know if that's a feature or if it's something else, but I've noticed some of the torpedoes are tracking you. They rotate and move around in the water, which is interesting. Alright, there's that ship is under some heavy damage, as you can see it's burning up. And I got a kill. Lovely. Magazine exploded, or maybe crew killed. It's one of these things. Now I'm trying to splash that submarine. Basically, only the top of it's visible, and the thing that kind of makes me mad, when you hit the top, I mean, the hull is damaged, right? And water will start leaking inside the submarine, and that's usually where the bridge is located. So if you destroy the bridge, technically the whole ship should stop being operational. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's a game, and if it were that accurate, then I guess the submarines wouldn't be that popular. But yeah, submarines are definitely nasty things, and they should be destroyed as quickly as possible. And they're still after me, of course. Why would they go after anyone else? That submarine is after me. And see how many hits they're taking from other ships, and they're still floating. I don't know. I have to start playing them myself, I guess. And yeah, I'm about to take some very, very nasty hits from those torpedoes. because I went out of the map, so I have to go back regardless of torpedoes coming at me or not. Although this thing is heavily armored, so it took those hits like a champion, didn't do much damage. That submarine is now burning, so I'm not really sure what's going on there, but there is also a friendly ship nearby. I think they're placing depth charges around them. Now this is surprisingly a very fast ship for its size. And if you ever looked at how big the engine room is, I mean, I looked a lot of ship videos out there, mostly engine compartment, and I was impressed when I saw how huge the engines are. I mean, you have to see it to believe it. It's huge. These things are huge. And when you think how much horsepower they have, that's a whole different story. Absolute monsters of machines. And yeah, it goes 56 km/h, which is impressive for something as big as this. And it has so many crew members, so basically like a small city. Like my town where I live has like 5,000 people, around 5,000 people. There are some ships that have 5,000 crew members, so yeah, it's interesting. And that was a pretty solid first match actually. Alright, let's go to the next one. You know, this is surprisingly fun. I don't know why, what's up. I mean, I think it's the sound design. I really love the sound design. It is immersive indeed. It is definitely immersive. No, the frame rate, it does hit 120 frames per second when I am not recording. The recorder does also eat a lot of resources as well, which is to be expected. Since I am usually recording in 4K, and when I'm editing that, it also ends up being in 4K. It's also a upscaled image of the game, upscaled resolution. So yeah, everything is kind of GPU heavy, which in return, I mean, I think it does look good. I don't know. I'm always trying to make the picture quality as good as possible. I'm not really sure if there is like any blurring visible or anything, because I'm usually using very high bitrate and things like that. I mean, just listen to now when all hell breaks loose. I mean, it's just I don't know. I just love the sound of these ships just going full berserk with autocannons and with the anti-aircraft fire. It does make me feel like I'm there, you know. Just look at that. Just look at a little trail drifting ship. Yeah, there we go. All hell breaking loose slowly. Every single gun on the ship going full hot. I love that. And there's a ship. Oh well, let's open fire. Now you might be wondering, why did I shoot at the aircraft with my main guns? Well, I don't know how many times I've actually hit planes with main cannons. That's why I'm basically shooting at them, because I usually hit them, and that's quite hilarious when you think about it. Alright, that ship is now behind the smoke screen. Not really sure if there's friendly fire enabled. I really wish that there was friendly fire enabled, because in some cases some teammates deserve to get blown up when they block you and stuff like that. Okay, there's a Battlecruiser. Let's light it up. Okay, shells landing. Well, did some good damage there. These 25mm cannons do some very devastating damage on enemy ships. Now I don't see the ship that well. Okay, that was a magazine explosion. Yikes, that thing was blown up. Right, let's see, what else do we have here? Okay, friendly is nearby. I look, there's a volcano erupting there, that's lovely. The scenery, I mean the maps are beautiful, that's for sure. The reflections, everything is beautiful on this game. I'm very impressed by what they did with Warhammer Mobile. Oh look, a little ship hiding behind hover there. Okay, some good hits. Some decent hits. Launching more shells. I didn't take any. Actually, I think I did take some hits, but it didn't do much. Again, this is a heavily armored ship, so of course the deck on top is not that armored. So if anything drops on your deck, it has a good chance to go below the deck, and that's where the fun begins. If it hits the magazines, then it's game over. Can only imagine the damage the Yamato would do. I think that thing would just pop ships. I forgot how many. I think it's like a 800mm cannons or something close to that. Been a while since I looked at the stats of that thing, but that thing is indeed quite scary to say the least. Now the naval mode is good for farming silver. I mean it's more relaxing than tanks, I guess. And basically just play and have fun. The tanks are more frustrating. Although doesn't mean that the ships are not frustrating. They definitely are. That's for sure. Okay, scraped my hull on the island there. I was almost beached myself there. Don't want to beach yourself like a whale. That's not a good thing. Okay, my old cans went berserk. There's a ship. There's a cruiser, I think. And let's light it up. Ooh, that's a lot of damage there. Yeah, my guns went berserk. Oh my god, I love the sound though. Yeah, that ship is getting torn to shreds, that's for sure. Well, I destroyed something, somehow. I destroyed an aircraft for... I don't know where they were. But that aircraft got wiped out. And that cruiser is also getting torn to shreds. Although the smoke screen is up, so I don't see where they are at the moment, but... Okay, I got a kill somehow. I destroyed something. I have no idea what I destroyed, but I did destroy something, I guess. And look, the ship is still there though. Okay, that did some damage. Now I should be, yeah, all of my cannons are, well, most of them are firing. And the ship got destroyed. Well, that was very nice. That was a very nice little game. Alright, well, that was a victory. Well, this is why I like this thing. I mean, this ship is... I don't know if it's overpowered or something, but there's something about... I tried some of the other premium ships as well. Some of them are also battleships. And they didn't do as good as this one, and they didn't perform as good. They didn't do as much damage as this one. This thing, as you can see, when it hits, it hits. I mean, it wrecks. I don't know what's up with that though. It's kind of weird. But this ship is just dominating so far. I love it. All right, let's go to the next round. Now, usually I'm trying not to rush forward to be the first. Since if you rush forward first, you usually just get torn to shreds, so I'm trying to not rush first and put as many shells as possible in the enemy ships. At least that's how I'm playing. I don't know. I like that playstyle. Now there's a ship over there, but the game doesn't want to zoom, so I don't know what's up with that. But there's a ship right over there, and it doesn't let me zoom in, so that's kind of funny. I also love how you can see the smoke and the reflection of the enemy ship in the water. I think that's a pretty nice little touch. And yeah, there we go. That's a battleship. Okay. Well, I missed, I guess, or well, they missed as well. Okay. We are going forward. I have a friendly ship really close to me. And it's a heavy cruiser. Okay. I hit. That's good. Did some damage. Alright, let's light up this. That's a Poltava, that's a battleship. Okay, let's light up the Poltava. My first shells missed, second barrage missed, second volley missed. Now it's actually hitting. Okay, let's light up everything that I can light up. Magazine exploded. Alright. Well, all of the magazines exploded. But the ship is still operational. When the magazines do explode, the ship should just explode. I mean, the ship should just be dead. Magazine exploders are no joke, but apparently here they can sustain magazine explosions. Okay, fair enough. Basically, when the magazine of a ship explodes, that's equal to a tank's ammo rack exploding. It shouldn't be able to survive that, so yeah. I'm also taking some hits from all sides, basically. And I got one kill somehow, so for... I don't know, I got a kill from somewhere. Okay, smoke screen engaged. And... yeah, that was a magazine explosion, okay. That ship got torn to shreds. That was a pretty good hit as well. My forward two turrets do some good damage. Well, now one of them is damaged, okay. Will be repaired. Time to repair the ship. I love how my machine guns are shooting at everything that's moving. Oh look, there is a heavy Battlecruiser. It's the same ship that I'm driving, so yeah, can be problematic. Let's just keep on moving. I have to, yeah, most of my ship is repaired, so not a big deal. Should not be a big problem. Okay, we have a ship forwards, a cruiser. Okay, let's light it up. Some good hits. Okay, some penetration on deck. And the cruiser got blown up. Beautiful. Okay, let's keep on moving then. There is one ship left here that we have to destroy. I think I might just go backwards here, could technically be faster going forward, I guess. Most of my ship is repaired, and there is the heavy Battlecruiser. Let's light it up. Okay, good hits there on the hull. I need to aim at the magazines, and the boiler rooms can also be destroyed. Would make the ship stop moving. Now, when the smoke screen is up, you can't really shoot accurately at them, which is, you know, kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Okay, that ship took some heavy damage. I think it's just a matter of time until the ship just explodes. And there we go. Nice. That was right in the. That went through the deck, right in the inside of the ship, and that was a victory. Well, I have to say this is surprisingly very fun. The naval mode is really fun. I love it, and I'll definitely be playing it a lot more. But that was the Kronshtadt, a very interesting ship. And if you guys, hope you guys have enjoyed. If you want to support me, feel free to like and subscribe. And with that being said, stay safe. As always, I'll see you next time.